All right. So welcome to day 127 of my daily art drawing stuff that I'm doing. Today I'm going to be continuing on my tracer drawing. I think I'm going to kind of take a step back and just do a bunch of um, like overall shading fixes and then go back into the face and continue from where I left off last time. But I don't want to move as slowly as I was yesterday because I was just like in on the face and just doing like a bunch of small tweaks. And I want to kind of get the overall thing going a little bit better. Um, so I think I want to start with some of these like tan elements. And this is going to be kind of weird because I'm going to have to like go back in and like re-put on some of these like decals and things. I think I'm going to lose a lot of them. Zoom in on her upper body a little bit. So my girlfriend and I actually ended up playing a bit of Overwatch together today. She has her own PS4. She usually doesn't play a lot of first-person shooters, but we watched like a couple videos on like ones that are good for people that are like kind of just starting out with first-person shooters. And she's played like Mass Effect and stuff, but she doesn't really like the shooting mechanic on controllers. She like prefers it on PC. So she started playing the little like dwarf engineer guy. I don't remember what his name is. It's like Torbjorn or something like that. Um, and she was crushing it. She got like one round, she got like 30 something kills. Crazy. That game's like so fun and so like just awesome to play. It's cool that someone that even like doesn't have a ton of experience with them can like jump in and have fun with it. And like we won a few times, we lost a couple times, but it was really good. Hoping she wants to get the final game now. You can probably hear me. Maybe unresponsive. She's probably listening to music and can't hear me. But it was really cool. Like it's not often that we play games together. I really like it when we can. Fun as hell. There's actually a little bit more going on in this arm piece than I thought. Got like a thing down here. But I still haven't even used like all the characters for Overwatch. Back when I used to play TF2, I used to play Soldier all the time. Like that was my main. Like my other ones that I played were like Demo Man and Spy sometimes. But I think most of the TF2 archetypes have like some kind of analog. So like Junkrat is basically Demo Man. Um, Farah is basically Soldier. Um, Torbjorn is kind of the engineer class. I don't think there's any like spy equivalent, at least not one that like goes invisible. I guess Reaper's sort of like scout mixed with spy because they can like teleport and like make you lose track of them a little bit. But I really like Farah. That's been the one I've been playing most. She's got some cool. I need to like get better about using it, but you can like rocket yourself into the sky and have people lose you that way. And then like everyone has like these supers that charge, and when you charge your super with her, you can do like a barrage volley of rockets. Which if you use that with the sky thing, it's pretty powerful. I got like a best play of the day or of the game thing earlier by using both of those together. It was fun. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat for looky loos. I tend to get a lot of those for whatever reason. Come in, watch for a couple of minutes, and get out of here. I think a lot of people like go to these streams to listen to music, and like I've had a couple of people like request like being able to request songs and stuff when I was doing the audio that was like audible to the users too. But I'm not about that because I want to be able to archive these on YouTube, and YouTube really like fucks you over if you try to do copyrighted music. Can't really tell what's happening with this part. No, I'll fix it later. First, fix it later of the stream. God. This is like the same base color, but the actual like final color is a lot more yellow. So I'm gonna try to get that going. Maybe not that yellow. Hard like figuring out what the local color should be. I'll start from brown. Something like that might be better. And this is eventually going to be like a like fuzzy, furry, lumpy texture. My upstairs neighbor's been quiet all day, and now I can hear him pumping music. I had to wait. I started streaming. Honestly, it's probably under the noise gate that I have set up, so whatever. I wanna. I don't know how detailed I'm gonna get on this. I know that I at least want it to be like enough where you can see like the textures and stuff. So I guess fairly detailed. Probably might go a little bit more detailed than the actual character model, hopefully. Yesterday I was having trouble like remembering anatomy of the ear. I didn't feel like looking it up on stream, so today I like went and looked it up and I gave myself this little diagram that I made showing the anatomy. I'm going to use that when I detail her ear later. This stuff is really hard for me because it's got that lumpy texture and I don't even have the locals yet. Locals right. So for this stuff, I'm just like gonna attempt to do this with like little transparent boxes, and then I can like adjust the shape and the stuff in between, hoping that I can make it look sort of lumpy. See, I don't have a ton of experience doing textures, so this is all kind of like new ground for me. I think this will help with my like figure drawing in the future too, because I'm not great at textures and stuff. And as you may know, there's textures on human form as well. I think the key to this is going to be not making it too transparent. I think I tend to want to not do a lot, and I can just like paint focal stuff on top. This would probably be a little bit more effective with a round brush, but I'm trying to stick with this one for no other reasons than lazy, and I don't like changing brushes. I'm trying to do I don't remember what I was gonna say. Lost my train of thought. The last night, for some reason, the stream, like even though I started it, it like the archive starts up like a couple minutes after the stream actually started, so I'm not sure what happened there, like how I can avoid that in the future, but it was really weird. This doesn't need to be like too good for now. That's fine for now. It's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I think I mentioned that for like my going away party from work, I went to see uh, Civil War, and Liz didn't go, so today we went to go see it again with her. I still have a lot of the same issues with it. I think Spider-Man is like the fucking best character in the whole movie, though. Pretty awesome. I hope they make like a full ass movie with that guy. He's like really funny, and he's very nerdy and feels very Peter Parkery to me. And like while he's Spider-Man, great, 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 great. I'm probably just gonna be like hopping around, kind of coloring whatever I feel like for a little while. I don't want to get stuck in one area and want the whole thing to kind of start coming together instead of just like one little bit. This is meant to be leather. I want to get a little bit more like yellow into it. Doesn't look like the right type of yellow. Back, back, back. I picked up that brown. I think I'm gonna need to do like a lot of texture work because this leather has like a lot of like discoloration and shading and cracks, all sorts of stuff on it. We'll see. Leather's got kind of like a hard uh like color characteristic to match because it has like what's called pull up, and it's got all this like weird stuff that happens to it when it ages. Leatherworking's helping me with drawing. It's crazy. I haven't done any leatherworking in a little while though, like months. Last stuff I was making was like baseballs. So I was thinking it was supposed to be more yellow, but like I'm zoomed in now, it actually looks like it might have a bit more red than I was thinking in it too. Kind of like patchy. It goes from like yellowish to reddish. I'm gonna try to get all that. And there's like a really dark shadow underneath this this time device. Pretty sure this is the thing that like allows her to like rewind time and things. If they're gonna like go into that with like the lore videos that they release. I'd almost want there to be like an animated series or something. Even if it was like really cheesy. But like if it was the quality of the like lore videos that they've been doing, it would be fucking rad. The ones they've done so far are like pretty impressive movie quality. I want this to be a little bit richer, slightly darker. I don't know what material this little square here is supposed to be made of. It looks like sort of like it might be made of leather, but also like it might be part of this like harnessy thing, like made of plastic or like connected to this metal. I don't know if this is metal or plastic, this like main body thing. It looks like it probably is like some type of polymer. Keep like closing and opening that menu really fast by accident. Or if you can hear my neighbor's music. Hopefully that doesn't pick up enough to like do weird stuff to the Twitch archive or YouTube archive. Probably worse on Twitch. On Twitch it just like mutes the whole thing. I think it exports the muted version to YouTube if I do that, so it'd be pretty not great ending. Excuse me, bro. I'm trying to stream over here. I know that I need to do a bunch more stuff on the face, but I'm just avoiding that for now. I'll promise I'll get back to it. Getting like dangerously close to working on it though here. I think I can avoid the temptation. It's hard to like get near a part of the drawing that you know that you're gonna like spend a decent amount of time and just like pass over it. At least for me, like when I get near something like that, I'm always like, oh, Maybe I'll just do it now. I've told myself today I'm trying to get bread, bread to this stuff. Which is saying I have 5 people in the chat, but there's no one in that room. Does that mean that there's like all people that aren't logged in or some shit? There's actually some like little like mechanical stuff right here. I'm gonna come back to that. Like fill this in with gray so I know that it's not leather. And this forward part, I'm gonna get a little bit more yellow on it. Still so much I need to do on her face. Shit. Doing like the creases and stuff in the leather is gonna be really hard, I think. Hard to get that right. I just like, yeah, go over this thing and just add it on later. I know it's gonna be there, and I have the pencils on another layer, so I could always like put it back above and do it. I think it'll be easier to get like the form of the arm without it. So there's like, I don't really know what this is called. There's like when leather starts to wear and like cracks, but and like dries out in the corners. Not pull up, it's not any of the leather terms I know. It's basically just like leather patina and aging combined. being a leather worker, I probably know a lot more leather terminology phrases than most of the people making tracer art. This is like basically orange. As far as Civil War, I'm not sure if I liked it more the first or the second time. I think I liked it better the second time, now that I'm thinking about it. I really, really like Spider-Man. I still think a lot of like what like both Iron Man and Captain America are doing stupid shit throughout the whole movie though. Like old Grimes. Never listened to Entropy. This is an old Grimes song. Before I started listening to her, which is kind of cool. Actually, I have heard this song before. I haven't heard it much though. Stomach's making noises. My wrist is bugging me today. Oh. Alright, I think that's like a place to leave that in for now. Alright, move left arm. I was like thinking about moving a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's minor. I think like the angle of the arm might be slightly off, but whatever. It's a fan art. It doesn't need to be the same as the pose. Just gotta kind of feel like it. I think this thing's supposed to be a little bit flatter, like this way. I don't know how much that matters though. I do another layer with like some blue stuff on it so I can kind of make like a mental note. That's where it should be. It's basically right. This thing basically just looks like an arc reactor. And I'm not going to make this like super detailed right now. I can come back and do a lot more detail on this later. How have I spent on this drawing? Shit. I didn't mean to close out of it. I meant to go to gallery, or not gallery, this thing. 4 hours. So I think like ideally I'd like to spend maybe like 60 on this drawing, like total. So it'll probably get fairly detailed if I do that. I kind of want this to be like a, I don't know. Originally wasn't planning on it being as detailed as that, but I kind of want it to be now. I don't know why. I've been watching YouTube videos from this dude named Cynics. I brought him up before on the stream. He uses like uh oh painter, Curl Painter. He has like a lot of tutorials and stuff. And there's a brush in Painter that I wish that I had right now called um a glow brush. You can just like paint over stuff and it makes it look like it's glowing. Which would be very, very helpful here. there a way to do flow? Not really. I probably should do like, maybe I could do this. Duplicate, make one of them lower, and take the top one, maybe the one behind it. This one, a Gaussian blur. I don't know, something like that. I can fuck with that later. Basically, the only reason I did that was to kind of see where reflected light would have to be on this thing. So today, yeah, I just really am trying to be speedy. I think Liz might be right in that, like, over time, your stream like gets higher up in the promotion engine on Twitch, because like the longer I stream, the more people I get dropping in for a little bit. There's someone here that left. So self-conscious that whenever like someone comes, I either like get really quiet or like whatever. I'm hoping that the more I stream, the more I get used to letting people watch me draw, because like historically it's been something I haven't really liked. Oh, I just got a sub. It does get easier. Thank you, Shadowhand Zen, for subscribing. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while, but I still get nervous when people are in chat. Have you streamed art for a while on Twitch? No, I'm not using a capture card. There's a an app that you can buy. It costs money, but it's called Air Server, and you basically just like pull up this menu and go to the AirPlay thing, and it lets you like just stream it. It's awesome. You have to turn like when you do the AirPlay, you have to make sure that the mirroring setting is active, and then you can just wirelessly have it go into your computer. I have it streaming to my computer, and then in my computer, I have the source um, in OBS of that. I was surprised at how easy it was to set up. I just like looked it up on YouTube, and it took me like 5 minutes to set it up. I had never like streamed with OBS before setting it up, so easy enough for a noob OBS person to figure it out. Yeah, I did a lot of like stuff in college to like learn how to draw. Um, but I fell out of it for a long time, and then this year I like made a pact with myself that I would or draw at least every day for a full year. So I'm on day 127 today. So like in Procreate, I just have like a whole bunch of drawings that I've been doing. A lot of them are like longer ones, like this nude lady kneeling. And I decided to just work on some like more fun stuff, like tracer fan art. But yeah, drawing, teaching yourself to draw is awesome. I really want to get better. It's really hard to dedicate time every day to it though. I've run into like a lot of like shitty scheduling things that I had to like sacrifice stuff to be able to draw. Like I I was mentioning earlier that I am starting a new job on Monday, and I had to leave a going away party for my old job, like telling people like, "Oh, I have to go draw. Thank you for coming. Thank you for buying me drinks." Oh yeah, working nights would be really difficult. I have like pretty normal hours, but there was a couple weeks where I was like I had a business trip and I had to go to Nashville for a little bit, and then I've been like dealing with the last couple weeks at my current job before I start my new one. So I've had like a lot of longer nights. And then I have like a game night that I go to, so I get home at like I'm gone all day, and then I play like D&D with my friends, and then I'll get home at like 10 or 11, and I'll have to like schedule an hour or two to draw, and that's been pretty rough. And then in Nashville, I was like in a house with other people from my work, and they were all like doing stuff, and I'd have to sequester myself into my room, and we had like an Airbnb, so I'd have to like go be a weirdo and draw. Doing it every day has been really good as far as like learning and getting used to it and stuff. I want to do more fan art like this though. Like most of what I've been working on so far is like figure drawing, which I still want to do. I post all that stuff to crummyfigures.tumblr.com, which is my like art blog. But I've been trying to stream more and then posting that to my YouTube channel. Having like a stream schedule's been like helping because it like forces me to stream. I can't wait for Overwatch to be out. I've been like having a hard time justifying playing because I know that any of the cool stuff that I unlock is going to be gone. Yeah, I don't focus too much on the entertainment. I'm trying to like I don't even like let people listen to the music because I'm trying to like keep these so I can archive them and have like a record for myself. If I allow my music to be played over it, then it gets like all muted and stuff. Most of it's just me like babbling about stuff that went on that day or talking about like anime shit that I've watched or whatever. We're talking about how awesome Game of Thrones is that week. Spoiler free, of course. Why you get so small, brush? Wait to start like I have most of this like basic shit down and I can start like putting cool lighting on this because I think I want to do more interesting lighting than the source image I'm using has. Just ate dinner. I don't understand why my stomach's making noise. Hopefully that's not coming through on the mics. It'd be even more embarrassing. I know the perspective on this thing's wrong, so I'm gonna just fix it while I draw. And like, I always start these things and I'll be like, oh, I'll fill this in. And then I just like do barely anything on it. And then I'm like, all right, moving on. Bad habits. Fucking bad habits. Uncle Cheech is in the chat. What's up? What's up, Uncle Cheech? Hopefully you're excited about Overwatch. This whole thing is supposed to be lighter. I kind of want to just start to do it dark and then layer later garbage on it. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't look straight like I thought it was originally. Kind of like it goes like that. Adjust these things. Cool, cool. Girlfriend finished drawing first. Told her that I was going to do a longer stream tonight, so that's cool. What is this song? Charlie XCX. Boom clap. I like this one. I've heard that on the radio before, but I didn't know who sang it. Basically, the only time I ever listen to the radio is when I'm in my car. I don't have any like fancy shit in my car, and I have a thing that lets me do like Bluetooth from my phone, but I don't. A lot of times when I'm using my car, it's like going grocery shopping or whatever, and not worth setting it up. God, fuck. I was on the wrong layer that whole time. I don't like the song I'm listening to now. I don't know what it is. I want to be careful about her lips. I don't want it to be like she has makeup on or anything. I think I want to keep it like pretty natural feeling. But I want them to have a little bit of depth. Trying to like bring in like pinkness to them, but not get them too crazy. Give them a little bit of glossiness. Again, not bananas about it. I think it also helps if I like shape the highlights like they'd be wrapping around the lip. Yeah, nah. I think that's alright, but I want to make it even a little bit more subtle than that. So I think I'm just gonna go over all this like really light stuff with that. I don't like this front one to be bright. Just like settle it down. I don't like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do hello, Leo Grimm. How is it going? Thank you. Still got a long ways to go on it. I'm only about 5 hours in total. I think total time I want to spend maybe about like 40, 50 hours on it maybe because I'm probably going to do the background and stuff too. Unless I get tired of it and then I'll stop. Nice. Do you Twitch stream your drawing sessions too? Ooh. I'm really lazy about line work myself. I just do like really rough lines and then I paint on top of everything. Yeah, I've had other people do that. That sounds like it'd be really fun actually to hang out and just draw. Streaming while you draw adds like a little like undertone of tension to it for me. I'm always like kind of worrying about something while I stream, which I guess isn't doesn't sound great, but it's sort of interesting. And knowing about leatherworking, I'm like working on this stuff. I'm constantly like, hey, should I potentially try to make a tracer costume for someone? Oh, thank you for the subscribe or follow. Fucking everyone using different terminology for all their shit. Ugh. Okay. I mentioned earlier that I'm about to start a new job and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually going to be a designer at Crunchyroll, which is pretty fucking cool. I'm a big anime nerd. I'm going to get to work on it. Pretty awesome. My first day is on Monday. Yeah, I don't have enough room on my desk to have a second monitor or anything either, so I'd have to figure out some kind of solution like you're doing too. if I was going into other chats. The only like artists that I've really like watched are like Omo-chan and or what's his name? Her name. Omocat and Onips. I've watched their art streams before. Yeah, I've been like into watching anime for a long ass time, and in the last couple years I've been like really into watching it and been like keeping up with all the seasons and stuff. So I'm like really excited about Crunchyroll. Seems like a really fun company too. Yeah, it's been a struggle for me to figure out the timing of all this stuff, especially since like drawing now, since I'm doing it daily, takes up so much time. Weekends I can do these longer sessions, but during the week it gets real tough sometimes. But we have like a couple shows this season that we watch religiously, and then other ones we'll like kind of let build up and then like take care of them all at once. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure this season is fucking rad as hell. And Bungo Stray Dogs is really good. A whole bunch of them. My Hero Academia, very good. Yeah, I'm kind of a dream job for me. I want to fix up this other arm. The rest of the top section is kind of starting to come together a little bit, and that one arm looks like a garbage heap. I've actually never worked at a job where I was like super into the subject matter, so I'm really excited to see what that's like. A long time ago, I worked at a place that did marketing for pharmaceutical stuff for rare diseases, and it was just about as fun as you'd expect. As in, not at all. being a designer for like pharmaceutical company is rough because you have to like put everything you do through the FDA, and especially for stuff that like deals with rare diseases where the drugs that you're like making sites for has to like make claims. There's so much like legal stuff that needs to go on everything. It's just soul crushing. Soul crushing. It's funny though, because like all my coworkers were like, "Oh, where are you going?" And a lot of them don't like watch anime or anything, so I'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to Crunchyroll," and get so excited about it, and they're all like, "I don't." Oh, and they kind of like feign like, I know, sure, totally know what that is, super know what that is." But I'm like, ah. I mean, that's a good, as far as I'm concerned, that's a good use of time. Getting good at a skill is like super, super valuable. Like I kind of collect skills. Like I do leatherworking, I do design, I try to learn to draw better. Uh, I've got into felting for a while. I want to take up blacksmithing at some point. If we ever have an apocalypse, I'm gonna be like a heavily sought after dude because I'm gonna have like all sorts of shit I can do for people. Job hunting is the worst though, man. So rough. Thanks for follow, Harley King. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A couple of streams ago, I was talking about how this like thing I have on my pen, I keep hitting it with my thumb, and it reminds me of the back button. I don't know if I can show that, but it's got like this like square thing, and I keep hitting it, and it moves it just slightly. And whenever I do that, it makes me think that I'm like undoing a stroke, and it freaks me out. Thankfully, it doesn't do that, but it freaks me out. You can learn all sorts of stuff from YouTube, though. Like I learned most of what I know about leatherworking there. I watch like a ton of woodworking videos on YouTube. So like in theory, I know a lot about woodworking, but I don't have like I live in Oakland, and Oakland is very similar to like what the housing market in San Francisco is like. It's slightly cheaper, but it's still like pretty expensive. The whole Bay Area is very expensive, and I don't have room to do woodworking. I'm thinking about potentially getting a subscription to something like Tech Shop where I'd be able to do some of that. But there's like a lot of really good woodworker YouTubes. If you were to make a living from art, what kind of stuff do you think you'd want to do with it? Like fine art or like some kind of animation gig, mission based? I do something with the background too. The background's so fucking plain. All right, I'm gonna do something on this arm, and then I'm gonna do like even if it's super basic, just something to fix up the background a little bit. This background will eventually be like pretty legit, I think, but probably not today. Illustration can be a very good line of work. I know a couple people that are illustrators. I know Nips, she's a like a Twitch streamer and artist. She like made her own comic and has a Patreon, and that's basically what she lives off of. Seems like a really cool way to do shit. And then she just goes to like conferences and sells like, drawings and things. That sounds cool, but I'm not a good writer. That'd be tough. But looks a little better. Man, if you don't get fucking tied down in doing a whole stream on the fucking face, you can move along way quicker. Spent like all of yesterday just messing around with her face a little bit. feel like I need some, like, happy-go-lucky Caro Caro Bonito action, which is a band, if you do not know. I can't believe that I spent like 30 minutes working on the wrong layer. I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass. I like think it through and stuff. I think that could be really cool. I think I might be sort of winding down on today's stream. Once I finish kind of getting the rough in on this arm, I think I'm going to take a break and go do some relaxing. Um, Probably about 10 more minutes left, but just to let you guys know what's happening. I don't know why my apartment just got like really hot for the past couple minutes. That's part of the reason why I want to end it. I'm gonna have to put these like decals on separately, I think. Which is fine. All right. So I think that's probably about it for today. Um, like always, I'll be posting a like crop or save of whatever the day's art is to my blog at crummyfigures.tumblr.com. Um, for new people in chat, be warned that there is a lot of not safe for work stuff there. A lot of it's like figure drawing, so there's a lot of naked folks. Um, but yeah, go check that out. I'll post the archive of today's art stream on my YouTube, which is youtube.com/Kramahara. Um, yeah, if you want to check out this or other streams of mine, I would appreciate that. And that's it for today. This is what we got for Tracer. And I'll be back again tomorrow, probably to do a lot more on Tracer. So, again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. And I'll see you again real soon. Thanks. Peace.